long as you can see the stream.
I can see. It says, "This is a train wreck. I love it. LOL. Please say don't act dumb." Yeah. Okay. They're pouring in now. Houston do love Hoxton. XD. Bad in technology likes. No, it's not you. It's I'm bad in technology, I guess.
He said it. He did
Not.
the
It's
thing.
funny because
He
our
did the
generation is.
thing.
I'm 35 years old, and our generation seems to be in a kind of a bubble where we keep up with it, but we're not quite as good as the younger kids,
Yeah,
but not
agreed.
nearly as bad as our parents. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think I'm old enough to be your dad. No, I'm not. No, I'm not actually. No, come to think of it. No, thank God. No, too young. But yeah, nearly.
But yeah, no, I get my mother. I took my mother to the movie theater, and the previews were starting, and I said, "Hey, mom, did you silence your phone?" And this look came across her face, like she's like Jack Bauer, and it
That's
was a
everyone's
race
dad.
to try it. And I was like, "Mom, it's the fucking button on the side." She was like she was trying to defuse a nuclear warhead. She was freaking out, like she lost her. I think it's because a mix of like she knew that this was going to be a thing, trying to silence her phone. But let's
Unbelievable.
see here. We got any nice hat, dude? Yeah, my this guy that started a clothing company, he dropped this off for me about a couple of months ago. It's called Aviator. I think he has a website, aviator.com or whatever. You see this logo, you can buy it.
It's
Um,
awesome.
this is quite funny to watch. Phantom Fox O2. Uh, great.
Okay.
Strap
Uh,
this one.
Who's
go on,
who's
Ty.
got questions?
That's all right.
Go on. What were you going to say, Ty?
What's that?
I'm just asking Ty what he was going to say.
Mm, nice plane. Sick plane, bro. Nice plug there.
Um,
I don't want.
Is that just like
type
someone's
type your
face?
questions in the chat, guys. It'll be easy.
What are
I
you
know.
going to ask the ones from the doc?
What was it
Yeah,
like to
mate.
work
By
with
all
the
means.
Overkill team as well as the other voice actors? When we're working
The first
in the
question we
booth,
had was
we
from My
we're not really
Breakfast Has
around those
Balls.
other
He
guys.
said,
Hold on. He's
who is your
talking
You
on
know,
stream.
favorite...
Hold on, mate.
Oh,
He's talking on stream. Sorry.
slow
Sorry. It's
down,
oh,
just
okay.
we're just trying to work out how we're going to ask the questions. So Kraken's gonna. You'll have to put it into the actual chat. Kraken, as in text, which is going to be awkward, I know, but because that way he's reading it as opposed to listening to it.
right.
Otherwise, he's going to hear himself talking, if you know what I mean, at the same time. Does that make sense?
So put the questions in chat.
In the chat, yeah, because that's where it's easier for him to read. Sorry, Houston. It's easier for him to read from there rather than trying to listen to it. Otherwise, he's going to hear his conversation with me, and he'll hear it on stream again. Yeah. So Derek, if you just keep it on the chat, you'll see that the questions will come up into the chat. It's a little bit easier.
Yeah. You don't want me to type answers though, right?
Nah, no, you're fine. No,
Big.
you can scream them out as loud as you want.
All right.
Right.
You had to dominate a lady. Lucky bastard. I don't ever get to do stuff like that in auditions. Um,
Wow.
but yeah, the other voice actors are cool. I don't know that Eric really does the voice. Damien actually, has one of the coolest voices, I think.
I'm so
Just
sorry.
natural speaking voice. He's kind of a natural for it. But and then I don't really work with any other voice actors. Simon gets on Skype like this, and we record stuff. Well, I'm actually recording Tuesday,
Oh,
more stuff Tuesday.
Oh, brilliant. Good. That's interesting. Voice actors. I mean, yeah, Chains has got an amazing voice, absolutely amazing voice. Some of his lines, his Chains don't like tricky. It's just brilliant. It's just some of the way he says things. He's great, and he's a big guy. He's a big presence. I don't know.
Someone says, "What was your audition like?" I never auditioned for the voice part of it. Damien Lichtenstein has the rights to the movie Payday, and he had been working with Bo, and they were going to do basically a commercial. He wanted Damien to direct a commercial. Damien Lichtenstein directed the movie 3,000 Miles to Graceland, I think is what it was called, and some other stuff. Damien decided that he wanted to do a live-action web series, release it on YouTube instead of doing a commercial. So a friend of a friend actually asked me to come by and read. So I read for the web series and got the job there. From there, the Payday guys all liked me and wanted me to be a part of the video game. So that's how that went down.
Cool.
And then people got mad that it was well, not mad, but everyone liked the Hoxton character. So they decided to just split it off and make new characters.
Cool. Nice one.
Oh, it's Houston. Oh God, I didn't even know the Q&A was happening today. Hey, Fish, Houston. We'll be conducting the Q&A with Derek Ray Case to submit your questions here. Hello, DLC confirm. Hello, guy. Just searching for questions here. Searching for questions. Making a Payday. They're not making a Payday movie yet. They want to, but movies, take a lot of
money, planning, a lot.
Yeah, I mean, just asking, can you let us make a movie? You literally have to ask that 1 million times.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, okay, fine, I'll make the movie.
We did it. We actually asked Eric the same question, and he said more or less the same thing. Like all of you would love to do a movie, and we think it'd be an incredible movie to make. But as you say, you've got to find somebody to take it on, and put the money behind it. You're talking millions.
That's what they do, and it's the way movies work today are so there's like a Moneyball aspect to it where they look at like if they get a star like Mark Wahlberg and then they look at his international number, his financeable number, which is kind of how do you really get that? But when you do make a movie and you're the star of it, it goes pretty much onto your record as like saying that you're financeable to a certain number because of the profit margin of the movie that you were in.
Yeah.
Lots on an actor. Somebody asked a question up here. How was it working on Mad Men? Actually, that was really, really cool, actually. Matt Weiner, genius guy. Every time you're there, you felt like you were transported back to the '60s.
What do I do? Type
all the everything. It's just like being on. The set was real. You would pick up a newspaper, and the date would be, that date. Muhammad Ali would be on the front page or something. It was really, really cool. How do you get into characters, Houston? It takes a little while. Someone asked that dangerous Wookiee. Getting into the character of Houston, especially after I haven't done anything for a while, I think it's just about getting in the booth. I try to play the game. Like, I don't know, like the day before, I'll just jump on and just kind of walk around and get shot. It got me fired up hearing all of Hoxton's, him calling me wanker and all that stuff. He got fired up and was like, okay. Because I'm a competitive guy and it had me searching for slanderous, just things to say for British people. Things to call British people. So we got a few things in there, and it's fun.
Yeah, I must admit, I was kind of shocked by the support that Hoxton has as being a British guy, especially with that North Yorkshire accent of his, which is absolutely key to the character. And you could never have the character without that voice. It's something you just couldn't do.
Right.
All that looking, get down on fucking ground.
Here's a
Yorkshire
question.
lad, isn't he?
How has being a part of Payday 2 changed your life? You know what? I don't know. I guess more Twitter followers. I mean, you guys are basically make up the bulk of my. I don't know. I mean, it's given me a fresh perspective on a whole different side of the entertainment business, and it was my headway into video games. So um, I'd say I don't know. It's really changed my life. It's enriched my life.
Hmm.
So, and when some of them, okay, let's see. Your question was: it planned from the start to bring old Hoxton's voice actor back at some point, or did people just think Payday One wasn't famous enough? I think a little bit of both. I think they had a relationship with I guess Pete Gold's his name,
Yep.
and liked him, but they kind of just thought when they decided to make Payday 2 into an Xbox, and again, I'm answering for them, but it seemed to me that when they decided to make it go Xbox, PlayStation, and stuff, they kind of felt like they would gain so much more um, fans, and they didn't know really what would happen if there would be a backlash because they changed Hoxton's character,
Yeah.
which they did, and which there's plenty of room for both of us for now. For now.
He's a great guy. He's a great character.
If I could say anything in Payday 2, what would you like to say? I can say anything. Anything within the realm of the character. Sometimes I get carried away, and it's funny. The sound guy, he's not have nothing to do with it. We just recorded at this sound booth here in the valley, and the guy's like a huge Payday 2 fan, and I would start going off and saying different things. And he'd be like, "Oh, that's not the character. That's not the character." And I'm just like, "Who the fuck are you, man?" you know. But it was awesome that he knew it that much, and I didn't really care. He could reel me in all day long. I'll just keep going. Derek, what was your profession before acting? Oh man, that's a great question. I grew up on a farm in southern Illinois, and then I worked a lot of construction. I built big commercial farm buildings, ground up concrete, everything, houses, and yeah, and I've tended bar before. Um, but yeah, I've had some real jobs.
Wow.
Which other Payday voice actor you like? I like them all. I've liked them all. Um, I like them all. Question, Derek, what was your profession before acting? Greetings, lovely suggested. Sniper lines are coming. Sniper lines, I've already recorded them.
Oh,
I've already recorded them.
nice.
Um, I'm swearing back at Hoxton. I'm swearing back
You
at Hoxton.
wanker. You wanker.
Yeah.
User entered your
Um,
channel.
gosh, I'll just let it be a surprise on the things that
Oh,
I've
yes. Yes, definitely.
DJ X, do you ever play as yourself when playing Payday? Basically, do you play with yourself? Yes, I play with myself. Good question. Oh, a bartender. Derek the bartender. Derek's not the bartender anymore. Derek, yeah. In your own bar.
Yeah, exactly,
Jump
yeah.
back there. I'll jump back there. Free drinks for everybody.
Oh, shit, you don't want to say that.
I work for tips. Oh, nice sniper down. He acted dumb. Sniper lines confirmed. I'd like to see that. Awesome. About time you do that, Houston. Wow, this is amazing. I can't wait for the sniper lines. So anybody, you guys going to Payday Con, that thing at the end of the month in Seattle?
Oh, I'm in the UK, so I got no chance.
Yeah, no chance.
That's an image I've just put up on the stream there for you to have a look at. That's one of our members that is currently at a tattoo parlour having the TCN logo put on his left calf.
Oh,
So
commit.
yeah, if you look on that link, you'll see that I believe that is complete, or that's it for now. They've got to do some more work, but that looks incredible. That just looks beautiful.
Yeah, that's a tattoo there.
Wow.
The Criminal Network.
Jesus, that's
You did a
commitment.
great job.
Wow. That's nice.
I want to go to Payday Con. Hey, isn't there a con? There's a con for everything now. Payday Con.
There is, yeah. There is one coming up in London soon. I can't remember what it is, but I'm led to believe there is one in London. I don't know what that is and who's going or anything like that, but yeah, I mean, I'd love to attend. I'd like to try and do Crime Fest. If it's going to be back in Sweden, I might be able to do that this year. That would be nice.
So how have you guys seen Payday grow.
Cool. Bloody hell.
Have you
Me
been playing?
personally, I've got over 4,100 hours in the game. I've got more hours than all the devs, including the guy Ilya, lead level designer. He's got less playtime in the game than me. I've seen the game evolve from practically day one, and it's just improved so much. The addition of Line Game Lion was a massive, massive injection of what we needed, which was slightly more complex game design, slightly more complex levels, and a different kind of dynamic to each level they were bringing. And they've done an incredible job. And bringing the new characters as, again, it's boosted things, things that people wanted. Yeah, we all say the same thing as a group. We believe that Overkill are probably the best developer that we've ever come across because they really do listen to what the community says and they actually act upon it. Yeah, they supported us with charity streams and they've matched our charity donations, to thousands and thousands of dollars, which is incredible. I mean, could you ever imagine like EA doing something like that? No. And that's what
No.
it is. We've just got a really good bond with all the guys that are there. And we break the game. We're renowned for breaking the game. They patched it 2 nights ago and we broke it straight away, and they had to fix it the following day. It's good fun. We find little loopholes in it, and that's how it works.
User disconnected.
Cloaker Queen. I'm shaking. I don't even know what to ask. You better sack up. This is your chance.
That's it. You get one chance in this life. Just one.
Guys, here. What if Derek is a con? I'm shaking. Can you tell the creators of fixtures? Can you do it? You could do it, Cloaker Queen. Cloaker. If anyone cares. If you would like to support us, do this by buying our game. Okay. So
Oh, that's probably one of the bloody Nightbot things that's come up, yeah.
yeah.
But feel free, buy your games from there.
It's blowing my mind. What other voice acting jobs have you done? Okay, none. No other voice acting jobs. You can see my IMDb profile is basically all the television stuff that I'd done. I was on that show, The Brink, last week. And I got another episode. I got an episode of NCIS New Orleans coming out. If you like that show, it's fun. You can watch that show with your grandma. Your grandma will love NCIS New Orleans. You and Gam Gam can pop some popcorn and watch some good CBS programming. I think you might have broken her, Derek. Yes.
I think you might have broken
You were attempting to send you something to put an autograph on. No one has attempted to send me anything. Though I would sign anything for anyone. Please don't send it to my house. No, but anything that I'm ever around Simon or any of the guys. I didn't get a chance to go to E3 because I had a super busy week and I didn't get down there. I asked Eric, would you be willing to work on other games after your experience with Payday 2? Yeah. I'm hoping they make another Payday eventually, so that we could do like mocap and stuff. That would be awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Won't work out for nothing. Didn't have any questions. Like, why is Houston so adorable? Ask my mama. Have I met Pete Gold in person? No, I have not. I have not. I haven't met Pete Gold in person or in virtual reality, Skype, any sense of the.
Oh really?
No, I've never met that man.
Wow.
It's your greatest acting experience. You have done some huge shows, Mad Men, State of Affairs. Probably State of Affairs, man. I would show up and they'd be like, "Oh, you're gonna fly in a helicopter today," and I'd be like hanging out of a helicopter, just strapped in from behind, carabinered in. And there's something, I don't know, there's something about having my legs hang out of a helicopter with a fully automatic weapon on my lap, deeply satisfying.
I wonder why.
And I got paid for it.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I wish that show wouldn't have got canceled, but it is what it is.
Damn.
Have I met Simon? Yes, man. Me and Simon have drank whiskey together, tequila together, vodka together, beer together. I love Simon. Simon's awesome. I think I corrupt Simon though when we're out together. He kind of seems like he's like, oh, he's a little more proper than me. I like to turn up.
He is quite a reserved young man. I will say that. I agree there.
He can have fun though.
Of
You
course you
know,
can. Yeah.
I'm like the devil. I bring it out of people.
And I think Chains is like you. I think Chains is quite a bit of a party animal.
Chains, no. Chains doesn't even drink.
Really?
I know.
Wow.
Every time we're around, and sometimes I forget if I haven't seen him in a while, and I'm like, and I'll see him and he'll have like an iced tea or something, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, you don't drink. Yeah, he's a straight laced dude.
Wow.
Do you think Houston would rather have his very own mask or keep donning the old Hoxton mask?
Good question.
I think me and Pete Gold should arm wrestle for it. That's my answer.
Ooh. But I know what Pete looks like, and he's going to lose. Just saying. I can
I'm
tell you
kidding.
that now.
I'm kidding. I think that yeah, I mean, why not? They could get creative and give Houston his own mask. It should just be and my vote is it's just a picture of Donald Trump's face
Oh, fuck.
with the hair, bulletproof hair.
Right. Okay.
That should
So,
be Houston's
so
mask.
that's your mask request: the Donald Trump face with the hair.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
I will
Change.
order that for you now.
Eric does drink. Eric's cool. Someone asked, "Do I like Dallas?" I'm not sure if they meant the character. Eric Adibari. I'm not sure. Alcohol does suck. It'll ruin your dreams. It doesn't suck until like
Makes women look better though.
it sure does. It sure does. Makes me. No, I could just we could keep going. Now we're
We
getting like
could, yeah.
Donald. We get like Donald Trump. Some really inappropriate stuff. Um, Toupee. Derek for president. Jeez. No thanks. I know this is a silly question, but do you think Houston or Dallas would marry me? Um, the characters, absolutely. Cloaker Queen. um, yeah, sure. Would you sign a prenup, Cloaker Queen? You can use this borrowing happiness for tomorrow. It's true. Gosh, that's very enlightening. Drinking is just borrowing happiness from tomorrow. That's true. Well, because there'd be no happiness when you have the hangover. Change is my favorite. No offense. I'm not offended by that. Um, I'm not offended by that at all. Well, we did have a historical pact with the presidential mask. I see no reason why we couldn't have a candidate pact. Oh, there you go.
There you go. It's a good idea.
No Hillary Clinton. Bleach. Do I watch anime? No, not really. Um, am I going to Payday Con? It's up in the air. It's a really busy time right now for me. Um, was the only issue, and it's a Thursday, Friday. I can't really take off weekdays, but I'm gonna try. Because so when it gets closer, I'm gonna be like, hey, I can go, or oh, I can't go. Cloaker Queen, you're marrying Dallas? That offends me. I love Chain's voice. He's my man crush just based on his voice. Yeah, sure, just shut off all the lights. Who cares? About how many hours do you recording new voice lines take? You can only handle. Here's that's a really interesting question. You can only handle a couple hours because you have to say every line in a normal speaking voice, and then you have to say it in an elevated, and then okay, well, this is maybe DEFCON 4. There's bullets flying, so you go a little higher, and then there's just all out fucking pandemonium. So you end up saying it, and your voice just goes, and then it takes a day or two to recover. So about 2 hours is about all a normal human voice, which is what I have, can handle.
That's an interesting one because that's what I'm going through now. I'm trying to learn that side of the business. I'm going to be a voice in the new game from Line Game Line Raid. Going to be playing a character voice. So yeah, been asked to do some lines from Payday as well, just to get an idea of, as you say, the different ranges that you use. But yeah, I haven't got to the screaming bit just yet. Need to warm the bases first.
Here's a good question. Oh, when you get to the screaming bit, you're gonna realize that yeah, you are human.
Yeah, I know.
So if okay, so I'm sorry. Someone's trying to sell me a car. Uh, just how does voice acting differ from normal acting for you? Do you find it difficult to adjust? Um, there are really no rules in the voice acting when you're in the booth. You got to kind of create the imagination and create it all for yourself, though. So it's all about just shutting off that little voice in your head that I don't know, kind of tells you what you want to sound like, maybe, and that little voice that tells us how we want to look cool or sound cool, and just fucking getting there and imagining your surroundings. Um, so that's fun. And in you know, um, real acting, usually you have another person there and something you want from that person, and it's just about looking that person in the eyes and talking to them, or um, the little, and then you're on set, so a little bit of your surroundings are there. You still gonna have to put up that wall and forget that there are cameras around, but it's very different. But at the end of the day, it's just what I do, and I still have to find that switch and flip it off into the imagination land. Um, Hughes is offensed. You guys still there?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't mean to offend you. Oh, Cloak or Queen. But I love you both. Well, in Utah, I'm not sure. Is it legal for one woman to marry two men?
No,
It should be.
no,
No.
no.
Why
That'd
is
be
the actor
crazy.
black yet the character is white? I have no idea. I have no idea. I can tell you why he's black because his parents were black. It's a bad, but I can't tell you why the character is white. Um, Probably something to do with hiring minority. I have no idea. Hoxton is my fave. What do you think about him? What do I think about Hoxton?
Oh, yelling bad words. Yeah.
I don't know. so, so assault saying is calm, and when the feds assault you, start screaming. Houston is and will always be my favorite character in the game. Nice, mighty Puda's fish. I like you. I could do more for some reason. Oh wait, I don't want to scream. The hours do you have? Okay, how many hours do you have in Payday, if any at all? I'm gonna go with six, about 6 hours.
Wow.
I'm not very good. Okay, that's you guys. I'm just a I'm just a puppet.
It's a puppet. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Do a voice call to Dallas. I could no. I mean I could call him. Like I'd be like, why don't you guys just do? You guys could do a little thing with him. I just skipped the rest. Thanks, man. What do you think of John Wick, Keanu Reeves? I saw that movie and I thought to myself, why?
Mm.
Um, did you guys like the movie? Did you like the movie?
Not. I wasn't a fan, and I don't like the voice they've used because it's the voice actor is portraying a very young Keanu Reeves. Whereas the movie obviously was a much older Keanu Reeves, and it doesn't kind of fit.
I am an FBI agent.
One,
That the
one,
young Keanu
one.
Reeves?
Yeah, it's strange. It's almost like they've gone right back to the days of his original movies when he was a young lad, and that's the kind of voice that's been portrayed, and it just doesn't fit. For me personally, it just doesn't fit.
Yeah. I don't know, but I don't know. I haven't played any of the John Wick crossover stuff in the game either. I should have played. I went to the Walking Dead Payday thing, and they had a level there. I think that you could play.
That was the
Uh,
casino, I believe.
you would have loved the movie. This star was Derek Ray. Unfortunately, that probably would have been my last movie. An unknown actor that does a bad movie can kind of pretty much kiss his career goodbye.
Mm.
Fury Road is where it's at. Oh, you like the Mad Max? See, I feel like Tom Hardy's in this weird bubble where he needs like close friends around him to be like, Tom, don't grunt like that, man, because he's a fucking phenomenal actor. I really loved that movie, The Drop, that he did. That's on HBO right now. And I mean, he's such a good actor. But like in Mad Max, what's with that grunting? He did that in Lawless too. All the grunting.
Wow.
Stop grunting.
I'm old
Do you
enough to remember the
fancy-
original ones. The original Mad Max, first one.
Yeah, that
Long
was
time
good
ago.
stuff.
Mm.
I wish Hawks would stop picking up poor Houston. Ah, it's fine. It makes good fun, right? Call Eric at a bar and say, "Don't act dumb."
Can you imagine him asking me, like, what the fuck?
No, he would say, "Are you drunk?
Yeah.
Go to bed." 11:30 in the morning. We need Payday the movie. I agree. We need Payday the movie.
Definitely,
The
definitely.
underdog will rise up. Yeah, I would love that they wrote something kind of dark and a little less. I just think, when they start to kind of go like comic booky, that's where it could get in trouble.
Yeah.
If they could make it dark, kind of like God, what's a good heist movie? Oh, like The Town. That would be cool. The Town. What's your guys' favorite? Hoxton is mad at Houston. Oh, no, don't tell me. Said yes, boy. Um, I think if I were to choose a robbery movie to kind of get the feel of what Payday would be like, I would choose The Town or
That's
the
not a
Game of
film
That.
I've not seen the movie The Town, so that's something
You've
I'll have to
never
go and...
seen The Town?
Nope.
Ah, that's your homework.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we're actually gonna. Would you be up doing more live action trailers for Payday 2? I'm actually. We're doing. They're putting something together now with a famous actor that I don't want to spoil it for you, but they're putting something together now, and I mean, we were supposed to do it last month, and I don't know. It didn't happen, but hopefully it happens soon.
Yeah, Payday 1's heists were based off of the movie Heat. Yeah, they were, from what we've been told. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
The web series was fantastic, I have to be honest.
It really was when you see what the budget was. Not, the budget wasn't great, and it's tough to throw things together like that. You kind of got to be a hustler to get it done. So they did a good job, and for what resources they had. Have I seen the movie Heat, Derek? Have I seen the movie Heat? I've seen it a few times. Yeah. I like that movie.
It's a very clever film.
Yeah, it's a good film. My poor mom tried to play Payday 2. I should have recorded it. Haha.
I think we had somebody's 6-year-old lad playing the other day, and he managed to do a jewellery store solo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 6
That
years old. I
jewelry
think.
store always gets me.
It gets a lot of players, believe it or not.
Didn't get that 6-year-old, but it got me. I haven't seen it. Oh, I've seen it. Any more questions, guys? Good to see you, bud.
Fire your questions up, guys, if you've got any.
Which game do you personally prefer, Payday, the Heist, or Payday 2? I've never played the first Payday. Payday 2 seems fine to me. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love me?
Feel free to skip that one, don't worry.
10. What is your favorite movie? What is my favorite movie? I think True Romance is my all-time favorite movie. It kind of has a little bit of everything. I also like the movie Made with Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau. It's a really funny movie. They did it after Swingers, and I think it was better than Swingers. Honestly, if there's ever a Payday 2 movie, I wish it would be The High School. Okay. Do you want to create some new voice lines for Houston? That's yelling bad words back at old Hoxton. Done, sir. X Rafter. Have been doing it. They're whenever they get it, into the game platform, whatever you say, um, then it'll be in there. But I've recorded a lot already.
Brilliant. I can't
Um,
wait.
yeah. Start recording lines. Was your nervous when? Okay, was I nervous? Started recording lines for Payday 2. A little bit, yeah. Because I want to do a good job, and I knew that there was a lot of fans out there, but not really anymore. I just try to, like I said, shut all that stuff off and just imagine myself in the game, um, screaming and shooting guns.
Is that like you put yourself into the actual character? So no matter what role you play as an actor, if you're given a voice of say a particular character who could be a murderer, whatever, do you try to get into that mindset?
Well, yeah, well, that's a really good question. People always say that, and I hear like actors say like really actory things, like, "Oh, the character," and I just think that the character, the writer or whatever, has created the character, and it's up to me as an actor to make up a person. So yeah, it's not. I don't look at Houston as a murderer. I just look at whatever circumstances he's in
Hmm.
at the time. Uh, so yeah, I mean, it's more of like I said before, what's going on around at the time, how they want the inflection of the lines to be.
Hmm.
But now in the web series and stuff, when we were acting, we just had a whole other storyline going on, that was kind of silly. But I just use the person that's in front of me, man. I just talk to him, whatever I want. Thought when he figured out that they were bringing back the original Hoxton, the guy he replaced. Am I curious? I am curious what Derek Ray thought. Um, what I thought was I kind of was uh, in the know of that there was a little bit of a backlash and that they were upset. And what I heard from the Payday guys was, well, we'll see what happens when we release Payday 2, because there'll just be a lot more new fans and a lot more of this. I when they, I guess I thought it was a good thing. I didn't even know for a while. I just was seeing people calling me Houston, and I was like, what the hell is that? Houston, what are you talking about? And then I realized that they had brought back Hoxton. I think it's a good thing, man. I mean, you know, there's a lot of fans for him, so like I said, I think there's room for both of us for now.
Definitely, and he's a huge character, you just say, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I mean, it's like the favorite guy, right?
yeah, it's true.
Yeah. I see I have a dog. How many dogs do I have? I have one dog. I have one dog. His name is Luther. Um, and he's almost 10 years old. He's my best friend.
What kind of dog is he?
He's a black Labrador.
Ah, I've got two
Yeah.
chocolates.
Oh, okay, yeah. They're the
Gorgeous.
best,
Yep,
They're the best.
they are indeed.
Um, can you show us your dog? He's actually at my mom's house right now in Illinois because I've been working so much. I I had a therapist give me a note, and I flew him on a plane at my feet, um, and I left him there for a couple of months. So because my parents live on this big, humongous farm with lakes and ponds and stuff, and in the middle of nowhere in Illinois. So he's having a good time there. I call it summer camp. He's at summer camp. Chocolate balls versus black balls, whatever that
Yes,
is.
the chocolate balls is my one. There's normally an image on the stream when we start the stream. I can put it there now if you're looking at it. You'll see that's my one in the right hand corner of the screen.
Oh, okay.
Um, that's how he is for the most part with his tennis ball. Um, yeah, incredible characters. I've got two of them. They're both little brothers as well, but they're totally different characters to each other. They really are. They're so different. Um, but yeah, he's what you would call a proper cuddly pup, as we call him. He's absolutely gorgeous. He really is. They both are. They're good fun.
Pepper's a good name for a black lab. Whoever said that.
Good point.
Someone
Yeah.
says, "What's the strangest thing you've been asked to do on set or in the booth?" Probably take my pants off.
Oh God.
It was one of my first jobs, and this guy was, I was like, yeah, I was probably 13, 14 years ago, and it was this short film, and the guy had like funding for, he was using it to get funding for, the big film, and he told me that he needed me to be naked, um, and sit on the edge of this bed, and I said, well, okay, do you have, normally what, this is, I don't know if there's anyone too young on this, but there's something they have you put over your naughty parts, and usually, and he just wanted to film from the back and me standing up out of bed and walking out of the frame, and I said, okay, well, where's the thing to put over my, and he goes, oh no, it's fine. He goes, I've had all the women leave, so it's just guys. And I was like, do you really want me to explain to you how that's no fucking, that is not fucking better, okay? That doesn't make me comfortable. And then he's just like, they're sitting there saying like, well, we don't have anything for you to put over there. I'm like, well, why don't you, and I wasn't getting paid. I was like, why don't you give me like $400 bills? I'll tape them together, put them over my stuff. And then, because the other actor, there were, there were people going around taking pictures of him naked on their phones.
Wow.
So that was weird, and he was strange, and I got out of there. Question: favorite TV show? Favorite TV show of all time is Lost.
Ooh.
But I'm really digging Sense8 right now on Netflix. It is outstanding. But Lost is my favorite of all time.
Nice.
Oh, it's an 18+ stream, not
It
to
is,
worry.
yeah.
Party! Streaming that for an 18+ audience. Okay, good. Thanks. Mighty Pootis Fish? Thank you. Where's Jessica Hyde? You actually made my day saying you loved me. Biggest grin ever. Oh. That's what I do. It's what I do. What? No question. Favorite heister aside from yourself? Favorite heister aside from myself? I like the masks. I like Wolf's mask.
Yeah.
I think they could develop that character a little bit. What kind of criminal would you personally consider Houston? Or rather, stealth, focus one on aggressive, go-getter, or something different? The thing we tossed around for the character was former military, like like a Navy SEAL kind of guy.
Oh.
And I think that's interesting. Someone who would have that type of training and to be, that just type of weapons training, that type of combat training, and for him to turn on his country. I think that's a very interesting story, and I think that's what I would consider him to be. Still in my mind, that's what he is. He's definitely an aggressive go-getter, and he's very capable of lots of punishment.
Interesting.
What is your favorite kind of beer? The cold kind.
Cold one, yeah.
I'm a lager fan. I don't like the hoppy stuff, all the craft beers. I'm not a huge fan of that stuff. But I love beer so much. The older I get, the less I can drink because of my belly. But I don't think there's anything better than a cold beer on a hot day.
True. Agree.
And I hope we'll all achieve that feeling very soon. X Seal, isn't that Chain's thing? Well, in the story that we were kind of creating to go off of for the web series, that we were part of the same team. But that's not related to the game. I mean, yeah, I would have imagined that they would all have been sort of come from a similar place. Yes, cold beer, yes. What is your favorite genre of music? It just depends on the circumstance. I like like hip hop music, Drake, and all that stuff. When I work out, I like just hardcore hip hop. I or I do kind of like um,
New follower. Thank you for
a little bit of
participating in the
dubstep
criminal
too when I
network.
work out
Now
sometimes.
get the fuck
When I'm
down.
driving, I like country music. Like a long road trip, I like acoustic, guitar music, rock, acoustic rock.
Wow.
I like sad, sappy '80s love songs. Um, when I drive too, and I sing them loudly. If I could make my own mask, what would it be? We answered that, Donald Trump.
We did Donald Trump with the hair, and I've actually put that request into somebody within Overkill to get
Right.
that mask made.
He has to have that look, though.
I I, I worded it exactly as you said it. Um, a Donald Trump
We're not
mask.
missing the goddamn Q&A. My breakfast has claws. You're here.
He might have got an advert as he joined.
My breakfast has claws. That's an awesome name, but only breakfast. Question: Have you any idea if they will ever continue the web series if the movie doesn't work out? No, I don't. I don't know that they would. I don't know that they would. I think that they do that. They do those scenes a lot, right? They did the one
Yeah.
with Eric and the dentist, and um, so they do stuff like that as promotional stuff. No, I don't think they will do a continuation of the web series. Yeah,
And you had the Hoxton Breakout one as well. I remember them showing the
yeah,
part where they were
right,
filming it. It was very
right,
good.
yeah.
I like it because we see these and it just looks so professionally put together. When they've got such a limited budget, but we always look at it and think it must cost them millions. But they're obviously not working to those kind of budgets, but they do an incredible job.
It really doesn't. It doesn't cost millions. If when you start getting into like those robbery ones, though, just because of the amount of coverage. Like, say if all four of us go in for a heist and a robbery, and we communicate with a teller or a security guard, we knock out this person. There's so much coverage that has to be shot. So that 1 minute or 1.5 minutes will usually take the entire day.
Yeah,
Um, when you have 4 or 5 cameras, you can kind of cheat and pick up stuff. But yeah, when you have to have good sound and there's dialogue and there's a lot of different angles and coverage, because you don't just shoot it on a wide, you got to get everyone single coverage. It can get expensive then. Yeah. Just drinking a question. Did you prefer the name Hoxton or Houston? I think Hoxton's a cooler name. Um, yeah, I think Hoxton's a cooler name. But he's a different character. So, well, if anyone has any questions for a moderator as well, let me know. I'll answer what I can. Is that a joke? That's funny if it
I
is.
think Token is a Payday 2 mod, I believe.
Oh, okay. What did you think? I didn't know. What is the moderator?
Let me just see. I think it's somebody in the chat is their friend. I
Oh,
think they are a Payday 2 moderator. Um, it may be. Let's have a look. I think it's suggestive. Who knows the person? So yeah.
I'm excited to see if Houston will develop any new voice lines.
There you go.
New
She is
follower.
indeed.
Thank you for participating
Cool.
in the criminal network. Now get the
Um.
fuck down.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, welcome. That's nice to know.
We got to get some more questions up here, guys.
I'm just looking there now, just reading back through.
I know. No. What about the hot Houston and cold that? I'm calling myself a stream. I use strap, man.
No, he's not me. Definitely not me. No, way better looking
Oh,
and younger.
oh. I'm 35. Jesus, how'd
Yeah,
that happen?
I'm an old fart.
Apart from yourself, who's your favorite Payday 2 character? My breakfast has claws. I'm gonna go with I guess Chains, maybe. I don't know. He's got that voice. It's hard not to.
Chains don't like tricky.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like Bonnie? Cactus Master. I don't know who Bonnie is.
Oops.
Any generic lines you're allowed to spoil? Like how you call something your criminals? I'm not going to spoil that for y'all. But if you got some suggestions of things that I could say, to offensive things to say to British people, we can test it out here on Stratmaniac. See if he gets offended, and whatever makes him hang up on us, we'll put in the video game for me to call Fox.
Fucking good luck with that one.
This chat is over, and hangs up. That's when we know we've offended him. What made you want to be an actor? Oh, that's the question right there. Kinsey has read. That's probably the best question. What made me want to be an actor? If I could go back, I don't know that I would choose it again. I'm so deep into it, and I've been doing it for so long that there's really nothing else for me to do. But honestly, I don't think it was anything like I wish I could say, oh, I just wanted to be an artist. I just thought it would look fun, and making movies would be fun, and I thought the whole life surrounding it would be an adventure. And it is to some degree, but it's one of those things that you never really know or understand what it's going to be like until you're there and you're in it. But now the reasons why I do it are mostly just competitive with myself, and because I like to do it. But I have days where I'm like, fuck this.
I could imagine. We all get days like that.
Yeah, it's like, it's weird. I really do it every day. I mean, I really do it every day. But then some days, I'll just have one audition. Like yesterday, actually, it happened. I auditioned for this show. They're making a series called Animal Kingdom, based on the Australian film Animal Kingdom, which was good. And I'd already auditioned for one of the main roles in it. And the movie was portrayed by Ben Mendelsohn, who I'm a huge fan of. But I don't know. I just went in there and I kind of like, and then I left and I was like, why do I do this? Have you played any other games aside from Payday 2? I play with my nephew. I play. We shoot zombies on. What is it? I'm so stupid. I can't think of it.
Daisy or Left 4 Dead or something.
No. It's probably the most famous game. Call of Duty.
Oh, right.
Black. Yeah, we just go into that zombie mode. We see how far we can get shooting zombies. Any generic lines you're allowed to spoil. Won't do that.
No.
What made you want to be an actor? Got that one. I'm out of questions for now. I'd ask you to give me an autograph. This isn't the right time right now. We'll get it done soon, someday. We'll get it done somehow. What is your favorite type of gun? Yeah, okay, this is really funny. Do you see this this scar right here? You see that?
Yep, just about.
I got that on 4th of July. I was shooting a 7mm rifle, and I was laying on the ground and trying to shoot something about 200 yards away, and I got too close and I got too relaxed, and the gun kicked back and the scope hit me and busted my eye open. You can see the picture on my Instagram, actually.
Wow.
But my favorite gun to shoot, I think, in real life is probably just a good old shotgun. I like shooting clay pigeons.
Yeah, same.
Little discs, throw them up, and shoot it.
Yep.
Drink some beer.
Oh, yeah. Well, not so much for the beer, but yeah, it was a big hobby of mine. Clay shooting. Every weekend I used to go.
I have seen some of this stuff on Tumblr. One time I Googled myself and I saw Derek Ray Tumblr, and then I saw like some GIFs of like from Southland and some Payday stuff that I thought was pretty cool. Was there any particular works that inspired you to go into acting? Um, yeah, I mean the Rocky movies when I was a kid um, inspired me to do that. Uh, the Star Wars movies. Um, a lot of that stuff was those early '80s movies or in mid '80s movies were inspirational to me. Um, and then I think what would made me pull the trigger is probably like Goodwill Hunting was like something that it made me want to act. Um, um, I don't know anything that Leonardo DiCaprio did, like What's Eating Gilbert Grape and stuff like that. Which country do you really want to go to but haven't been able to do so? um, Basically, you're all of Europe. I know that's not a country. Before you laugh at me, but yeah, I have family in Scotland. Um, yeah, I have family in Scotland, and I would like to do the UK and to do um, Sweden, Germany, um, France, Italy.
Wow. Well, let
I
me
would
know when
like.
you come to London.
What's that?
Let me know when you come to London. I will collect you from the airport and take you to a hotel.
I will do it.
We'll sort it out for you.
I would love to get over there. I've been all over, like, I've been South America and Asia, and haven't been there yet. Have you ever seen, okay, so it's a question. Opinion of Jack. What's your favorite food? My favorite food. Jeez. Um, that's two categories. There's stuff I like to eat, and then there's the stuff that I should eat that I like to eat. Um, I like this thing I make with chicken and Brussels sprouts and jalapeno peppers. I make that for myself. That's kind of my health food. But man, I like a good I just like a good cheeseburger. French fries. I'm an American. We have some really cool. Basically, they take the cheeseburger and they try to, you know, make it the best. And so, I'm an official cheeseburger tester. So if you need to know where to get the best cheeseburger in Los Angeles,
We know who to ask. Yeah, definitely.
yeah. Well, I just went to New Orleans too, and I found what I could stand by as being the best cheeseburger in New Orleans
Wow.
in the French Quarter. I just wanted to see him read that stupid question. What's your favorite food? Yeah, we got that. Offensive things to take to British people. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. People have to realize that the voice actors aren't usually that deeply immersed into the game as the community is. They don't play the game as much. That's true.
True. I think you have to have an understanding for the game to do the character or to be a voice. You
Yeah,
have to
I
have an
mean,
idea of what's going on.
yeah, I had to play. I actually even asked him too if he would send me the lines, before I went in, so I
Yeah.
would have so I could, just look them over and kind of know what I was saying. But
They don't like doing that, do they?
no,
Or I've got the same problem. I got exactly the same thing. I'm being told I've got to read this, but I'm not being given anything to read.
yeah,
It's
isn't that funny? Yeah, I try to dig as much information as I can from
yeah.
online and from you guys and from that. But also, I wonder if it's almost better to be detached from it. You know what I
Um,
mean? As
yeah.
as a actor, it might actually be like if I was so immersed or cared so much, I don't know if it would be.
Would it be
If,
any different? Yeah. Good question.
how did I hook up with Overkill? Um, that, like I was saying before, through that uh, web series that we did, was to promote the game, and from there they liked me.
They locked me, boy.
Full English
Locked me.
breakfast, tea and scones, and fish and chips. If you dare complain about any of these,
Oh, and also pie and mash. Yeah, you'll have no mention of pie and mash because if you diss that, then yeah, I'm on the next flight out to LA.
pie and mash is that. Oh, okay. Wait. What is that? Pie mash.
Um,
Shepherd's.
it's basically a meat pie with a liquor, a mashed potato that's served in certain places in London. It used to be a huge thing years ago, and there were pie
Like,
and mash shops everywhere,
New follower.
but they're very few and far
Thank you for
between.
participating in the criminal network.
yeah,
Now get the
Ireland
fuck
calls
down,
it
down.
what do they call it? They call it
But I mean, there is only like for a Londoner, pie and mash really was, and still is, hugely used. It really is. But it's an
I
acquired taste. I would say that much.
a lot of my family's from England. My nana still she has an accent. She always did growing up.
What part of England is she from?
Well, she was from near London when Hitler bombed it,
Oh right.
and they went north.
So they evacuated her out. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when most of them ended up in southern parts of Scotland and all over Scotland.
Yep. Got you.
Um, how do you go? Do you use in live action stuff currently in the works? So far, there's been some footage with Damon Portier that we haven't seen yet. Just maybe there's some stuff coming. We haven't shot it yet. There's a scene that we're going to do with I guess I probably shouldn't say who,
No.
but he's pretty famous, and the scheduling has been going around his stuff because he's shooting in different series right now. What was your reaction when you got asked to voice Houston? I was like this. I was sitting there, and it was a normal day, and then they asked me to voice Houston, and I went,
That's a great look. I gotta say, it's a great look.
I was like, how much are you going to pay me, bro? They were working on some stuff. Make my day. Call Strat a buff Teddy Tubby.
Oh, who fucking put that? You dirty bastards. Who the fuck put that? I'm gonna kill him. They keep calling me fucking buff.
All right. Face cam. I should write down some more cloaker lines for Houston. I have a list for each heister. You should. What's it like to work with the other voice actors and the game developers? I don't really work with those guys. I just work with Simon. He's on Skype. I'll tell you what sucks is the time difference.
Yeah.
As an entertainer, I would love to voice act for things like Payday. How would someone do that? Just take your soul, smash it up into a bowl.
Yeah. And then put it on a disc and send it to Pete Gold.
Right. It's a long, hard road, man. If you want to do anything like that, you can pretty much guarantee it's going to be a long, hard. You just have to love it because at the end of the day, there's a big sacrifice. But otherwise, that could be bullshit. You could, like day one, walk in and go, hey, and they go, oh my God. You never know. Call of Duty, Left 4 Dead, Call of Duty. Oh, because that was way back when. Oh, I'm way up here. Have you ever actually shot a real gun gone shooting? Yeah, all the time. This is America.
America.
We shoot guns all the time. Everybody's got a gun here. What was the first movie series you watched ever? I don't know. I can't answer that. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombie, yes, yeah, I played that. Hi. Black Ops Zombies, yes. Like to do that. I like to kill zombies. Not very good at it. Maybe like round 22 or something like that. Am I going to play the game? You betcha. What did I do? You shoot your eye out, Derek. That's, well, with the guns I shoot, it'll shoot more than your eye out. But, yeah, I just banged my eye with this scope. Houston needs this guard. I know, we got to redo this stuff.
I must
Come
admit,
on.
the first time my wife fired my shotgun, she held it too far away, and it sat her down on her backside. That was kind of fun. It's
It'll
like-
put you right down there.
oh yeah, it literally sat her down on her backside. It was quite
What
funny.
Navy SEAL does that, mighty Plutus fish? You know what? No Navy SEAL does that, sadly. Is there anything that you found difficult when voice acting for Hoxton that you never expected to encounter? Yeah, just being able to actually scream for an hour without losing my voice.
Yeah, so I haven't got to that bit just yet, but
If you could do a heist in real life, which would it be? This is a good question because the one thing I found when I played the game is I would be at when I did play the game for like 3 hours one time and then I went to Target, I was at Target and I'm like, ooh, how would I rob this place? So I look at things and that's what I see. That's awesome about this game is that you know they can really just make levels for a lot of different things, and there's really nothing you can't rob.
True.
Um, but I think if I were gonna uh, rob something or steal something, oh gosh, I think I would like find like a um, I would maybe rob criminals, steal from criminals.
Ooh.
I would find maybe I don't know. I
That's a
would
good angle, that. That's a kind of interesting angle because the old saying goes, you've got to be a thief to catch a thief.
right. I think
So that's
I think
quite logical. Wow. That is kind of strange because I'm the kind of same sort of idea. That's what I'd want to do. How
yeah.
weird.
I've always thought that would be really cool if you just kind of walked around and you saw like maybe like a big drug house or something, but then you saw them leave and you just kind of snuck in and just grabbed all the cash and just take off.
Yeah. Yeah, while the hairy bikers are sitting there drinking and getting out of their face, ignoring
Yeah.
everything.
Right. Christmas Carol. Does he regret not being asked or able? I was out of touch with everyone from Payday for a little while, and it was just a thing with my agents and them lost touch in negotiations. But I called because I like to do it, and I was in a downtime, and we got it back up and running, thankfully. Well, if you ever come to Europe, I have a big couch
Yeah.
you can sleep on. Why don't you sleep on the couch and offer me your bed?
Yeah, exactly, Jack. What are you like? Should be giving up your bed, you be on the sofa.
I'm
And I've
kidding.
got a really interesting question. Animated characters or cartoon characters, have you ever done that kind of voice acting on that side?
What? Oh, cartoon characters?
Yeah.
No, I have a friend that does a animated
New
show.
follower. Thank you
But
for
no,
participating
I've
in the
never done it.
criminal
I mean, my dog has
network.
like
Now get
six
the
or
fuck
seven
down.
voices, uh, so I think that I could do it. Um,
Do you want to share some of them voices with us?
no,
Yeah, go on,
no.
go on. Look, he's got all shy, look, he's blushing, bless. Oh, he's filling up.
He was about to cuss. You should
He can
spread the
cuss all he
love.
wants, don't worry.
Which is your favorite Houston line? Dude, I've said shit that I don't even remember saying. Like, oh, that those wild lines with you know, oh, I guess oh yeah, I just I'm bored, or order me a pizza, or just bang my head on the toilet, like those things. I saw that online, and I it was so bizarre because I didn't even remember recording it.
That's crazy.
Because you just say so much, and life gets busy sometimes, and you just forget things.
Very true.
Oh wow, there's a French Quarter. Water drops. There's a French Quarter in New Orleans. It's full of beer and puke.
Nice.
Can you confirm if you are the live action Overkill's working on? If you are in the um, I can't confirm that. I know that I was approached to do something, and I said yes, and we were kind of waiting on things to develop. Does Houston like it when Hoxton yells at him and insults his character? No, Houston does not like it. Houston is a very prideful American um, jock kind of type guy, and he doesn't like um, being talked down to by other people from other countries
Well, like England for a start.
or even other Americans. Um, I would say no, he doesn't like that at all. Can you confirm if you're in a live action? Because we're on now. We already have that. I'm Wolf. Hey, Wolf. Who would win in a fight between you and Hoxton?
Well.
Like me, Derek against a video game character? Um, I don't think me and Pete would fight. I think we would drink beer together.
Yeah, definitely. And probably harass many sheep in the Yorkshire Dales.
Right. may have a beer drinking contest, of which I'm. I don't know. I'm always weary to challenge
Yeah,
an Englishman to a beer drinking or any kind of drinking contest.
I'd be wary. I mean, he is a Yorkshireman at the end
Yeah.
of the day.
Yeah. You can't even really take size into account. It's
No.
just kind of like the geography of it. He, being from England, he drinks. Um, can you confirm? Okay, we already saw How Dare You Jack and spoil Houston's best. Boom. Affirmative live action. Oh, it's not Keanu Reeves. Better though, in my opinion.
Agreed.
But that doesn't mean it's not happening. He might be doing something. Who would win in a fight? Oh, we've already snapped.
I know one, yeah.
Can you explain to me the obsession that you Americans have with bacon?
You do.
It's
It is true. It is true.
it's
You do have an obsession.
self-explanatory. I'll tell you what, though. There's a grocery store down here called Whole Foods, and I've tried all their bacon, and there's only one really that's edible. But where I'm from, back in Middle America, in the Midwest, there's this one butcher that makes called Bierman's, which is a German name, so I'm assuming they're of German descent, and their bacon is retarded. I mean, it's the best. It's so good.
Really?
But yeah, I mean, what's not to like about bacon, man?
Well, true. Yeah, agreed.
I mean, it's just ridiculously good. You shouldn't eat it because it'll kill you. But
Exactly, it's bad for you. That's what they keep saying. If you are getting into voice acting, you want Overkill to know or who you are. I would highly recommend that you send a demo to that agency, which is Pete Gold's agency. Send a demo reel to there, and yeah, you never know. That's what I've done. I say, but I've been more in directly contact with Line Game Lion and Meecha. So it's slightly different for me. Going in at a different angle, so to speak. Because normally you'd be a professional voice actor before you go and do any kind of voicing in a game. But I've done nothing at all, so. Baldox, thank you very much indeed for the subscribes. Much appreciated. You're a legend, thank you.
Cloaker Queen says this question is from my lady crush. She asked, "Do you have any inspirations that put you in that you put in Houston, like a movie character or someone you know?" No, no. I just kind of built him in my mind, whatever is there, from nothing. I guess I would think myself tone wise. What I wanted it to kind of be like was the town. Like, if you see any of the scenes that we were doing in the web series, I wanted to kind of make. I don't know. I just kind of envisioned it having that sort of tone. Anyone should eat whatever they like. I think that's true. My hair is blonde. Other film characters. What? Did you steal any traits from other film characters when becoming Hoxton? No. No.
Interesting.
Not necessary. When you're there, when you have a gun in your hand and you're everything that you need is there. It's just about being present and believing that you're there. Man, I'm tired. Gonna get some shut eye. There you go. What is your favorite line that you have recorded in
New
Payday?
follower. Thank you for participating in the criminal network. Now get the fuck down.
I don't know. I come back to that. I had a bad fucking day. Yeah, I based on the lines that can remember, which has just one line one. Houston will not be a bitch. I'm so glad to hear that. Which character do you like the most in Payday? Chains. How did I know this was going? How did I not know this was going on? Oh, we could get in touch with you the first place. You reach out to them, or they reach out to you. Yeah, that just goes back to that whole web series thing. It just got hooked up through that. Being Dallas's brother, have you and Eric actually met in real life besides casual encounters? Or are you closer? I went to his house the other day and to sign those suits, and we sat and had a nice chat.
Ah.
I mean, I know Eric. I mean, I've known people that knew Eric, and we've, it's a small world. And yeah,
Would you say that the movie industry itself is a very tight community where you are?
yeah. I mean, you kind of like come up with people. I've been doing it for 14 years, so the people that I've come up with that are kind of around my I don't know, level of success, I guess, in my age group. Um, we kind of know each other and compete against each other. But, it's not everyone that's like that, but there's a lot of them that you just see. And there's kind of an unspoken camaraderie with your competition, I think.
Got to ask this question then. So, who, in your opinion, is the most famous person
New
that you've met
follower. Thank you for participating in the criminal
as
network.
an actor or
Now get
actress?
the fuck down.
The most famous person that I've met as an actor? Um, Probably Will Smith.
Oh, really?
Um, at the time I met him was pretty famous. Um, Maybe, I don't know. It's pretty famous.
He certainly is.
Um, yeah, it was funny. I was doing a show called Hawthorne on TNT a long time ago, and it was his wife's show, and I actually knew his wife's little brother Caleb because I had an acting class with him, and I saw Caleb walk in the room, and it was like this table read was like the second episode um, of the whole show, or was it season two? No, it was of the whole show, and so like all of like the network was there watching, and of course Will Smith walks in right behind Caleb, and I'm like, and then he sat like two chairs away from me, um, and I was a lot younger then and hadn't been acting that long, and I was so nervous, and my character has to basically ask this male nurse to give him a hand job. Fucking nervous that I thought they're gonna fucking fire me, They're gonna fire me for sure. But
Oh
I
my
ended
god.
up not firing me, and I did a great job. So
Cool. Cool.
Whole Foods chocolate bacon, biggest scam in the world, Chris. I don't thank you for being a good Houston character. Well done, sir. Oh, you're very welcome. I live to serve the community. There's a Simon as a face emoji.
He does, yes. He's one of our emotes. Is that we've actually got Almir. Hang on, let's get rid of that one. We've got Almir and we've got Simon as emotes. There you go. We'll put them in the chat so you can see them. There you go. The chubby bearded one and the narrow one.
What kind of music do I listen to? I listen to hip hop, American hip hop. I listen to country music. Um, I listen to a lot of music. I honestly I like to hike, and I listen to scoring kind of. That's very old of me, but I listen to um, oh Max Richter, who scores like The Leftovers on HBO. I got that whole album. I like to go for a
Have you
hike and listen to that and chill out sometimes.
have you ever listened to any of the stuff that I don't know if you know? Quote. One of the members in TCN created a track for us. He's done our intro track, but he also done the track on Payday called Criminal's Ambition. It was done for the Big Bank, I believe. He's a rapper from Chicago. He's also done the pop-up, the notify thing you hear for the followers. That's Quote's voice as well. If you've not heard any of his stuff, then yeah, I mean I'll link you to it.
Yes, send me a link.
It really is absolutely brilliant. There you guys, a link in the chat. Um, he's done a lot of stuff for us. We've got a couple of tracks that he's created, and me and him are actually working with a new program that's coming out in a few weeks called Exhale, which is almost like an automatic scoring program. It's you put in your mood, your genre, and it will generate a musical score with all the instruments that you need within that, and then you can sit and manipulate it. So I'm going to create a beat, and then he's then going to actually write a track and do the track live on a live stream as well. So which is brilliant, and he live stream quite a lot. He live streams his rapping and him actually writing music, which is fantastic.
Wow.
But if you're into that sort of thing, yeah, have a listen.
Yeah.
He's great.
New follower.
Jack Kraft says, "What is the best of times and what is the worst of times so far in your acting career?" You know, I think the worst of times, this can be summed up in, and this is just your general state of mind, that I think we all, as when we become adults, get to know. It's the worst of times was when I felt so hopeless, kind of as far as all the power was out of me, you know, waiting for something to happen. And the best of times are the times now where I know what to do to get jobs. I know that the thing that I can control is how hard I work. And I work all the time and I stay busy working and I write and all kinds of stuff. And, but it's really funny. I actually, I tell this story sometimes just to show how crazy things can be. And the one thing I like about this business is that everything can change in a day. And in a meeting, one meeting, you know, years ago, I was, they were casting the show Friday Night Lights, NBC, and I had went in. They were trying to cast the role of Tim Riggins, and they couldn't find the guy. And I went in and read, and they perked up. And literally the next day, I was sitting in a room with Pete Berg, and we were going over, you know, the character, and then I went to test at the studio, and I tested and made it past that, and then it was the network test was the final, you know, step, and in walks Taylor Kitsch, and it was me and him, you know, sitting across from each other. And I mean, that guy's career going forward from that moment has been so much different than mine, but we were in the same room, you know, at the same level. But, you know, it's a marathon. You know, the next 10 years of my life could be, you know, crazy, and his could be going down, you know. So you just never know, and it's a marathon, and it's never over, and it's about what you're doing right now, because that's all we really ever have is right now.
What actually drives you as an actor? What keeps you motivated as an actor? Is it just trying to get a bigger role, or?
It's not just acting anymore. But I guess, you know, I get auditions and get asked to read for things, and when I read it, if I want to tell the story, it's mainly more just when can I figure this out? Can I do this? Or like I just get kind of, I love the work. I love coming up with the scene and envisioning it, and then, you know, because if I get a job, usually I've already auditioned for it. My work's already done. I've already built the character. I already know what he wants. I've already done the scene in an office somewhere in Hollywood, and I know what I'm doing. When you get on set, it's a lot easier. You get it with the other actor and stuff, but the work's pretty much already done. That stuff is what keeps me going. I love the work.
Brilliant.
But I love to write too. I've written a few. I wrote a movie script, just finished it a month ago.
Really?
And then I've written two other pilots, and I'm going to start entering them in, you know, writing contests and stuff, and just entering into the literary world.
Wow.
Oh, walking into the world of Payday, did you expect the community to be as big as it is now? I had no idea. I had no idea that it was going to take off. Payday 2. I don't think anyone really did. Would I like to meet Pete Gold in person? Hell yeah. I like to meet anybody. When you go back to the main staircase. What would you say was the most successful thing you did in your life? The most successful thing that I did in my life to this date.
Good question, actually.
It is. What do we place value on?
Persuasively.
Well, it's an acting job. I think the most successful thing I did in my life was, this is going to be really deep and maybe a little weird, but I guess I tackled issues from from childhood and growing up, and I went into I had gotten this therapist, and I went in there. This is about 4 years ago, and I pretty much laid it all out on the table and reshaped my view of things, and got to a much healthier place mentally and spiritually. And I guess, it's really hard for people to change, and I think we find out who we are when we get into relationships with other people. And it takes a lot to look in the mirror and go, hey, when you're being a fuckhead, to go, hey, I'm a fucker. I need to figure this out. And just, the older you get, you realize that not many people have the balls to do it. And I think that as far as an accomplishment went, because I'm a stepfather to an 8-year-old, and I'm a much better stepfather. I'm a much better friend, and I think from the whole experience, I think I'm a better person than I was before. Still got a lot of room to go. But successful, because I've met 50-year-old, 55-year-olds that, still point the finger at other people and blame other people for what goes on in their life. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I get Cloaker Queen, I think, is the most upset. This is the most upset. I get really shy in these things.
Ah. Well,
We've
you don't
answered
need to
your
be shy.
question.
Yeah, you did. You have.
Oh, I don't know. I was reading something else. Water, this question was answered to you by Strat half hour ago. How many are in your little community thing?
69, I believe. 69, 70 members, I believe, as an actual group. 68. There we go, 68. Not a huge community. But,
Do I hang out with Damien Poitier? Yeah, I mean, we have some mutual friends, and I see him. He's got a baby now, so he's been kind of doing that as he should. But yeah, I hang out with him sometimes. He's a cool dude.
69.
Shut up. So a little voice has just popped up there in TeamSpeak. That's suggestive. She's at the moment. She's just all a quiver in the TeamSpeak. She's looking at your cute little face and listening to your voice. I think she's got a handful of handkerchiefs and whatnot by now. But yeah, bless her.
Chains is a daddy. Chains is a daddy.
I couldn't believe that. My God, you don't like Tricky. Chains don't like Tricky. I bet that's Tricky when he's coming changing that diaper. Imagine that when he's first took it off. Motherfucker. Ooh. You can
Yeah.
just imagine. Wow.
I'm playing right now, just doing Q&A. So, do you prefer your Teletubbies buff or squishy?
I swear to God, the next one that mentions buff tubbies, I'm gonna fucking slap him. I really am. Drunken, you should know better, you shithead. You're
Baby.
bad. You're bad. I'm not buff anymore. I'm too fucking old to be buff.
Do you have time for your busy schedule? What game do you like to play? I make time. My stepson likes to play video games. We play Red Dead Redemption. We would play Red Dead Redemption, the zombie thing together, and he hasn't gotten into Payday, but I'm sure he will soon.
Well, I mean, if you needed lessons in playing, then obviously by all means come and let us know. You're more than welcome to come and join the lobby. And
I definitely got it. I mean, I could use some lessons. I'm just not that great at video games. I never really was. I liked to play Madden against some friends, but like, I got beat a lot. Yeah.
yeah,
I like zombie games though. If you play Left 4 Dead, you can meet Zoe.
can we get
Derek
Derek to sing really? Sing to suggestive? I have no idea. I don't know. Or maybe just a personal message would be
I
easier.
wish I was cast for The Walking Dead. I don't know what's going on. What would you do in a zombie apocalypse? That's a great question, man. That's a great question. What would I do in a zombie apocalypse? Um, shit. I mean, I would try to arm myself, and I would probably collect bullets and save them. Um, I would probably try to get and make it somewhere out of the city. I think. Uh, Maybe like Montana or some. Actually, it's too cold there. Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, I would probably try to find high ground. I would probably try to um, set up shop at a place where I could control um, entry and exit
Is
into the
that
place.
is that the way you live your life? You like being in control of everything around you?
I feel like we're back in my therapy session now.
Okay, sit down, sir. Just sit back, relax, listen to my voice completely now.
Let me lay down on that couch. That
That's
guy.
the one, yeah. Well, I didn't know you were
Uh,
that personal, but yeah.
no, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess when we're talking about things that walk around and bite you and kill you, yeah, I'd like to control those beasts.
Yeah, kind of
Then again,
like,
maybe
yeah.
I would just want to go to an island. Like, probably be the best thing. Just go to like one of the small islands of Hawaii and just take a boat there and just
Walk amongst the
every
Komodo dragons and
you
yeah.
know kill everything, kill all the zombies, and then yeah. Montana's too cold for zombies. See, I agree. I do have on record that you obtained a career cut on my news. Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
God.
What character in The Walking Dead? What character in the Walking Dead TV show would I like to be? Um, this is really fucking funny, right? And I reminded Simon of this because this happened. And when we were doing uh, the voice sides for Payday 2, um, obviously The Walking Dead was popular, but I had been watching it and catching up on stuff, so I could talk like the Rick Grimes character, and I was saying lines like that. Like I would do a line and then I would do it like as Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead.
New followers.
And we had this such a laugh about it. And then years later, when I was just at the party a couple months ago when they unveiled the pre-E3 party for The Walking Dead, I reminded Simon of that and I said, "You're welcome," because I manifested you guys to doing a Walking Dead game. And his face lit up and he remembered and he goes, "Oh my fucking God, I remember that," and
Can you remember
so
the actual line? Can you remember what it was?
no, I don't remember what the actual line was. Or I think it was when he was like, "Hey, man, the you don't look so good" lines.
Oh, right, yeah,
or,
yeah, yeah.
or a lot of them were like the helplines, and it was like, yeah, I need a medic bag, and,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, that in his voice, didn't he? He's got that air in his voice.
just, yeah, you talk like Rick from The Walking Dead.
Or a bit deeper,
Yeah,
like Morgan Freeman.
just talk like this, real intense like. I would just go up somewhere not many people live. Go to Idaho. It's really hot during the summer and cold during the winter.
Don't go to Minnesota.
I would love to become a zombie. No, you would not. Holy Q&A with a copycat. Holy shit, Q&A with the copycat. Who wouldn't want to become a zombie? GD's here getting whipped off. I live in South Dakota. If you could be any animal, what would you be and why? I think I would be a dolphin. And why? 3 reasons. I could swim I could swim and travel the oceans and see under there. I still breathe oxygen. Dolphins have sex for pleasure. And they're just really smart, and they don't have a lot of predators.
Cool.
I thought it'd be cool to explore the ocean. People say, I always ask people, and I'm not telling you guys to ask me this, but you probably should, is if you, what would your what was your favorite, if you could have a superpower, what would it be? And I always wonder, like, when you ask people, okay, would you want to be able to fly or breathe underwater? To me, that's a toss up. People always say fly, but it's like, no, you don't have superhuman strength. Like, to carry someone flying would be like you could carry him as far as you could carry him walking. Super strength and flying are two different things, but you could fly. Or, would you want to breathe underwater? I mean, there's just so much unexplored territory down there in the ocean. I think I'd want to breathe underwater, swim like a fish. Who's Ramsey Snow Bolton? I want to fight that man in a cage match.
Wow. Okay.
The whole thing with Jon Snow still break your heart. With Jon Snow dying? Now, I don't know if that question's for me or not, but no, it didn't break my heart. Do I hang out with Digger Mesh? Does he really talk like that? Yes, and unfortunately, yes. Digger is a character, and yes, he does talk like that.
Wow.
Don't smoke cigarettes.
If there was a superpower I'd want the power to heal people. That's what I'd want.
Look at you, God. But would you charge?
Nothing. Completely
Nothing.
free.
Completely free.
Yeah. Just,
But there would be controversy because some people that would want to be healed, but do they deserve it?
well, that's a choice that you make on each individual case, isn't it? I don't know. It's a hard one.
It's a big responsibility. But
It
that's a
is.
good one. That's better than mine. I mean, I could do good deeds by breathing underwater. You know, I could.
Well, yes. I'm trying to think of what they could possibly be.
I could save people from drowning. Okay,
From it, yeah,
the-
if they've had a run in with a dolphin, that's have you got a point? Yeah.
look. If they threw a quarter into a wishing well, it's like, oh,
Oh.
I wished for something. I want that back. I
Yeah.
could sit down and get it.
You could swim down that 4 inches. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from.
It's a deep well.
Oh my god.
If you
Good answer.
people
Good
still
answer.
care about Game of Thrones, not really anymore. How about that Cersei walk of shame though? I heard that was a body double, and that wasn't her
That
actual.
might have been me. Just tell what a hairy moves.
My superpower is falling asleep in 90 seconds. I actually do have that superpower. I can sleep through anything. My superpower is I can make a beer disappear. I have that one too.
Yes, I've got that one as well.
Works-
Actually,
Works with cheeseburgers as well. What do you think of Gordon Ramsay? Gordon Ramsay, the chef?
the chef, yeah, the man himself.
I think he's hilarious, and I learned to cook a steak. I cook a steak the way he cooks a steak.
Oh, really?
And if you say that I look like him, I mean, come on.
You look nothing fucking like it.
Come on. Oh,
Can I just say that Gordon Ramsay needs a fucking good ironing? Just saying. He's got more lines on his face than the US roadmap. But yeah,
he does.
he's a lovely guy though, Gordon. Crazy.
Who do you think would win in a fight, Gordon Ramsay or Vinnie Jones?
Oh. I'm going to be really honest because I know Vinny's background. Yeah, my money's on Vinny. I know his
Yeah,
background.
didn't you see that YouTube video? He got his ass beat by a fat redneck in a bar.
Yeah, apparently.
He got smoked. I
Yeah.
saw that video. I've actually seen Vinny in real life. He's a big dude.
He is quite a big guy, yeah, he is.
He's about 6'2", and I'm 6'2". I would have the power to create chicken burgers at will. Chicken burgers.
Chicken burgers.
Chicken burgers. So you have to ground it up and smash the ground chicken together. If Suggestive was in LA, would you take her out on a date? I don't know who this person is.
She's one of our members who is currently still all of a quiver in the CS with your voice. Yes. If only you could see the chat in CS. But yes.
I don't know if Suggestive would even want to go out on a date with me.
No, don't say that because now she's probably passed out completely now. I think somebody better pick her up off the floor.
Oh, come on. I'm just a dude. Are you as awesome as you look? Well,
Please no. Please
Could you
don't
really
say anything like no.
trust
Please
that?
no.
Thing is, you can't hear a little voice in my ear holes because I can hear in TeamSpeak.
Say it.
Oh,
Say
you
it.
guys, they're speaking. Oh,
Yeah.
because you guys are all on the thing, right?
Yep.
You're on
She's lost it now. She's fell apart. She's completely lost it.
No.
But yeah,
Vinny,
hopefully we can get out to LA.
you would buy me a beer. I would not let you buy me a beer. I would buy you the beer. She's a man. Don't
Um, one
trust her beer.
one thing I would say, your chances of beating suggested we're drinking thing, you're gonna lose. I'd shit you not. You're gonna lose. This is a northern lass. You've got no fucking chance.
She's gonna don't Pill Cosby me.
I'm
Get
telling
it?
you, she's fucking like think of Hoxton and then double it. Range of alcohol consumption is on immeasurable levels. I'm not joking.
She pretty much is the female Hoxton.
Yes, yeah, it's what we call the female Hoxton. Yeah, agreed. She's the female Hoxton version. Um, Fantastic character.
Run while you can. Her bus just combusted.
Oh my god.
And by the way, you signed her suit the other day. She's
Oh,
actually one of the winners.
that's
So
awesome.
she will be wearing that in a few days when it arrives.
Yes,
So yeah, that was kind of cool. She was
that's awesome.
very proud to receive that.
And so, great. Hopefully, maybe I'll actually keep doing stuff, and maybe it'll be worth something someday.
I don't think it's about that. It's all, it's memorabilia to all of us. It's I've got signed masks and bits and pieces. It's great to have that from the game, and it's a lot of people love that kind of thing. Um, yeah, we always give the opportunities. We give out little different things that that you can't normally get. The Payday poker chips that we've got, we've been giving those out, and the Payday 2 pins. So yeah, we do our little bit. We keep everything going on our side. We will have a good laugh.
Someone just said, "Would I vote for the Donald for president?"
Oh,
No, no.
who in their right? Would anybody fucking vote for him in their right mind?
I think a
No.
lot of people will. Dude, that's the thing. I've been asking people, randomly. Like I'll ask Teamsters or people, different walks of life, that would, and there are people that think that he would make a good president.
No, he wouldn't. No, he's a
But I don't.
businessman.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know anyone that would. Like I look at all these candidates, and I'm like, ah, no, man. There's some
Arnold
pretty.
Schwarzenegger. I'd say Arnie. But then, like, I don't know.
He is number one. Donald. That's the scary thing. He's number one in the polls, and he's got a shot.
I guess that is kind of scary for people like yourself.
I want a little emoji head.
We'll see if we can arrange that at some point in the not too distant future. To get the emotes, you need to be
Hi, who is the face cam guy?
ah
Or cannot be
yeah.
U.S. president.
It's in the title, guys. It's in the title.
It's Derek Ray, JoJo.
It is indeed JoJo.
My husband is watching the chat. Shh, don't act dumb. Don't act dumb. Mr. Ray, don't act dumb. You'd be born in America to become president. Yeah. You have to be born in America.
Yes, this is true. Yeah.
TCN, Derek?
It does sound. Yeah, that sounds good. It does sound good. That's how we use our emotes. So, you're right. It's not something sad we can just like jump and do because there are limits to. Like you have to have a certain amount of subscribers for a certain amount of emotes. So it goes up in stages.
America!
America.
Are there a lot of Americans on this chat right now?
I would say there's probably a few.
Where's everyone from?
I'm in London. We've got Kraken that's in the US. We've got Suggestive in the UK. We've got Mikey in the US. We've got Kirby's in the UK. Ty's in the UK.
I
Many
love you.
viewers from all over the world. Sweden, everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. We've got members from Taiwan, Indonesia, all over the place. Literally, it's
Denmark, Netherlands, U.S., America, Germany,
yeah,
Canada.
Canada,
Oh, Canada.
not Quebec, obviously.
England.
Don't mention Quebec. Right. Um,
Belgium, Antwerpen, Austria. I'm a proud German. My last name is German. Idaho, USA. Idaho, Scotland.
See
Philly.
you. But that tune really fucking heat.
Yeah, there you go. You sound like my uncle. US. Are you working for the NSA? Yeah, I'm monitoring all of you right now.
Oh, Kraken, yes, of course, in Zimbabwe. We forgot that. Fucking
Yeah,
Zimbabwe.
Kraken from Zimbabwe. Norway. Derek, someone is asking about your vape kip. What is it? I don't know. It's just this thing. I had a really good one, and then I dropped it out of my car, and then I ran it over, and now I got this
Oh,
little. It's
New
a.
follower.
It's
Thank you
just
for
a little
participating in the
Kanger,
criminal network.
tiny
Now
little
get the
Kanger
fuck
adjustable
down.
variable voltage thing that.
can I just say, like, running over them things is
Give us
not
the
really a
face
good
you want
idea?
to use without the hat, and I'll grab it and turn it on.
Ooh.
Okay, let me think about that for a second. There was actually a question up here. Oh, what is your opinion on the U.S. based on how fucked up, I guess that's supposed to say, the internet wants it to be?
Hmm.
I don't know what that means. Clarify that, I'll answer it. Give us a face. Okay, yeah. It's 20 minutes to 4 a.m. in Australia, and it's tomorrow. Yeah, it's
Living in the
16.
future. What can you say?
Okay, I'm gonna give you the face. Are you ready?
Oh, screenshot that face. Screenshot that face. Oh, yeah.
Got it?
I think Suggestive just passed out now, completely. She's probably unconscious now.
My character is from Savannah. If you would like to. Um, I'm from northwestern Europe. Duck butt.
Norway, right, yeah, Norway.
Well, that's cool. Everyone's everywhere.
Yeah, we literally do have people in countries all over the world. It is amazing. It's crazy the amount of different personalities that we meet as viewers, as players, as members, and what it's incredible. The community, when you look at it from the forum side of things, is poison, but in reality, it's nothing like you read, nothing at all. This community in Payday is absolutely phenomenal. It really is. It's incredible.
Mm. You look like Houston from the game Payday 2. I,
I wonder
I hear
why.
once in a while. Um, or does he look like me?
That's actually a good question. Yes, agreed.
I was your first. Mouse in your face when I tried it again. It was too late. I had my mouse on your face.
Okay.
Um, Someone said to wink at and then give a shout out to Suggestive.
Oh right, really? Did they? Yeah. Oh
I
my god.
winked a bunch of times. Using that emote is already in Twitch. See, please give Suggestive a shout out. I just did that. Shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to my girl Suggestive. It's to you. Big shout out to you. I don't know how to do a shout out.
That's class.
It's Photoshop time. Oh, act Suggestive.
Yes, obviously that image,
Guys,
that face that
I
you
love
just
you all
pulled.
to
Obviously, that's
pieces.
gonna end up. Yeah, that one. That's gonna end up somewhere. You know it is. That's gonna be an upcoming emote somewhere. I can promise you. Yeah, and the wink. Yeah. The thing is, you got to have the English accent and that. Oh, hello. When you actually do the wink.
Class, Ray is dead now. Who's better at heists, you or Houston? Huh?
It depends who's playing the character of Houston in the game. Be honest.
Listen, if I'm playing Houston,
Am I okay to talk?
you're gonna be very good. I will be the wink link.
Uh,
I just need someone like to get me up. Someone, yeah,
We've got
actual.
Suggestive. She's got Inspire, so she'll just keep shouting you out. You just need to get the fuck up a lot.
We're gonna have a laugh. Who's the best at the game of all you guys? Here we go. My favorite NFL team is the Bears. Da Bears, Chicago Bears.
Ooh. Quote would be pleased to hear that one, being as he's a Chicago boy.
Oh, the Bears. Yep.
No, Mayon, that would be your emote. That's your own one. We're not going to use that one yet.
Oh,
Right, how are you for time, sir? I don't want to keep you and
I
disrupt
have
your
to
day.
pick up someone from the airport at 2:20.
Okay.
So I got a few more minutes.
All right,
So
no
I'll have
worries.
to
So if you've got any more questions, boys and girls, fire in your questions and try and keep
uh
them relevant.
let's see here. Yeah, 2:20. So it's 1. So I'll have to leave in like a little bit. Yeah, so we'll give it 10 more minutes. How's that? 10
Yep.
more minutes?
Sounds fine to me.
Um have I ever robbed anyone in real life? No. I I mean, no angel, but like stealing is not something I would ever do from someone. How does it feel when Hoxton calls you rude names? It feels like bullying. It feels like I want to jump in there and say, "Shut the fuck up."
When he said like, you twat, you fucking twat.
Yeah. Actually, no words. I think Houston should just walk over there, fucking say, "Pull your mask up, please," and just slap the shit out of him. Right in the mouth. Just smack him right in the mouth. Do you like hurting other people? No. No. I don't like to hurt anyone. Can we act dumb? It's not. I would not advise that. Don't act dumb.
No, don't act dumb.
What's your favorite movie? True Romance. If you could give Houston a pep talk, what would you say to him? I'd say, get the fuck up. Grab your balls, tie your shoes, and let's go.
Yep.
Like, what would you do? What do you think about Lego? Is Lego your thing? I I build Legos with my stepson all the time. What's my favorite car? I had a '72 Dodge Challenger when I was 17.
Ooh.
It was fucking. It was my
Is that
baby.
not the car that Eric drove in Too Fast Too Furious? He drove a '72 Challenger.
It might have been.
I think it
Yeah,
was.
that's what I had. It was black. Jesus, chat got creepy.
I think
Well,
his was green. I think if I remember in the movie, I think it was. But yeah, it was. It was a '72 Challenger. Nice car.
I only really ever did the bank heist and the jewelry store heist. In Payday 2, I just was trying to get bearings. I didn't really get into like full on playing the game. I was just trying to get decent enough at it where I could actually, you know, play on the network and not hold people back. Do I have a sports car? I do not have a sports car.
What do you drive now? Just out of curiosity.
I drive a Prius.
Right. Okay.
Top, ask that. But what is your top favorite actor? Like the top of the top. Right now, I'm a big fan of Ben Mendelsohn. I think his work is really, really good. He's an Australian feller. Um, um, I think Matthew McConaughey's been doing really good work. I like Jeremy Renner. Um, yeah. Um, what's his name? The British guy played Alan Turing.
Um. Oh God.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's doing really, really good work. I like how versatile he is, and I like what's your other guy? Was in 12 Years of Slave. Your British guy.
Oh my God.
Gosh, what is his name?
I'm not very good when it comes to movies.
Anyway, burn the Prius. I will do it. I will burn it. Well, they're selling me a different car. But
Buy a Mercedes, like AMG 63 or something. Buy something decent.
you do that, and then what? I don't know. I guess if I had money like falling out of my ears, I would probably buy something like that. Maybe Michael Fassbender. That's it. Yep, Cloak Queen. Michael Fassbender.
Is that who it was? Aha.
What lines in Payday 2 would you like to say? Um, I don't know. I mean, I like to say, I guess. Oh, well, my favorite ones to record are the mid-level ones, not the screaming ones. Um, but yeah, when you shoot a sniper or when the cloaker's down, like and it's exciting. That's fun. What's your favorite line that you have recorded in Payday? I think that the don't act dumb. Everyone likes that, right? Flavor of pie. What's my favorite flavor of pie? Um, I think uh, if it's just pie and we're talking like a fruit kind of deal, probably apple.
Good
Yeah,
choice.
blackberries. What's your favorite line? Okay, why my cloakers? What do you mind? I recorded some swears for Hawks, and I sure have. We sure have. They'll be coming.
So when you said about using the mid-level voice, you prefer those. Excuse me. Is that because it gives you the chance to actually project your voice rather than shout? It shows more of your natural
Yeah,
voice.
and it feels like I guess I guess it would if you're picturing your surroundings in a combat type situation, it would be when you still have some sort of you're not just getting your ass completely handed to you.
Yeah.
I think it's in that time where I would say that there's cops coming in and SWAT's coming in, but you're still a little bit of control.
Yeah.
It's not all out like everyone's dying and getting shot.
Yeah, like Clover does. No matter what heist it is, she just screams at the top of her voice like a hormonal Irish female.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Change, that is change. It's unbelievable. I don't know, understand. I still none of us understand to this day why she is so loud. Um, but yeah, I love the great soft Irish accent, which is kind of hilarious when you see it at her volumes. But that's typical of an Irish female. When they are actually like sort of on a rage.
I've never dated an Irish female.
Dangerous hobby. Just saying, dangerous
Dangerous
hobby.
hobby.
Very very fiery. Very very fiery indeed. Thank you. Extremely fiery.
I
I
have
mean,
an Irish friend named Jameson.
Jameson. But up here, Jameson. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. They're lovely people in Ireland, you know. Leprechauns and stuff.
Jameson pints.
yeah, exactly. The old Guinness.
Are we getting some insults for you to give the Hawks? Yes.
Yes, there's loads of them. Don't worry. There's loads of them.
Irish women come with a health warning. I prefer insults. Have been confirmed. Who? All right. These kids don't know which house would you? I don't know. I don't know what house in Hogwarts I would end up in. Do I like racing games? I don't know. I used to play NASCAR games when I was younger. But no, I don't play racing games. Which one would you marry, Clover or Bonnie? Who are these?
They're the two female characters in Payday,
Oh, I
which you probably haven't met or seen. I think.
uh-uh. You guys pick whichever one has darker hair.
You're gonna have to go for Bonnie, just for a sheer build. You'd have to go for Bonnie.
Okay, so I trust you. So big question here is when your new one's coming out. Okay, I can't answer that because I don't know. Do you like any video games? I like lots of video games. I like Red Dead Redemption. I like um, Call of Duty. I guess I kind of like GTA.
Good question from Suggestive, actually. You appear to be
Yes.
big into sports. Can you explain American football in 30 seconds?
Yes. Yes. Your objective is to take the ball and put it in the other team's end zone. Now you get 4 tries to move the ball every 10 yards. Now there are penalties and things that can set you back,
20
and you
seconds.
don't want to throw the ball to the other team. But it's just a series of downs. You got to make it 10 yards at a time. You can make it as far as you want, but you have to make it 10 yards at a time. Otherwise, you have to give the ball to the other
20
team.
seconds.
There you go.
Done.
You
There you
don't
go.
understand it. Well, you gotta watch it, okay? It's not. Can you explain to me why soccer, football, in 30 seconds? What how does one trust that the game, when the game really ends, it's because it's always kind of like the clock ends and they keep playing, and it's at the discretion of the the refs when the game is actually over. Like, shouldn't it be down to the last second? Shouldn't everyone watching know how much time is exactly left?
Yeah,
How do you try?
but they take into account injury time, so they've got a player that's gone down and it's taken a minute to get him off the ground. They take that into account, and that's what it's for.
Yeah, but they don't put it up on the board.
No, they don't. They'll just put it up as
Everyone,
extra
so
time.
if I was betting on the game
Can you let
and
me
I wanted to pay the ref to end the game before the other team would win, I could do that, and who would know?
True.
Because he could just say, "Oh yeah, it was like 5 minutes." No, it was truly, it was like 5 minutes, 3 times stuff. No, it's over. Yeah, it's over now. Really?
Suggestive. What was your question? Sorry.
Oh, can I explain it? Or
I can hear you. You can probably hear you on stream as well. So
you've pretty much covered pretty much everything.
You can see her
needed
faint
to be
whispers.
covered. In the fact that injury time and extra time takes into account the amount of time that players have spent rolling around on the floor crying like little bitches. So it's like 90 minutes plus bitching time.
yeah, it's 90 minutes plus bitching time. Yeah, that makes sense. I like it. That explains it.
The Tom Brady breakout.
Oh God, no, no.
I saw a funny little Tom Brady meme a while ago. It was of Wilson. You can see if you can.
You'll never find us. No, I like it. Crazy.
Yeah. Um,
Kraken, what have you put up there now? What's he found? I don't even want to. What the fuck have you done? Okay, he's made. Yeah, okay. You can click on that link in the chat. You'll see the PNG file that he's made.
oh my god.
I don't even know what to say. That's Kraken, you're mad. Absolutely mad.
Madness.
Well, it's part of being in this community. Unfortunately, you've got to be mad to get in. That's the first part.
You've got to be
mad,
made.
mad, and
Oh, I was
you got to be
saying
mad to stay in as well.
it's like the mafia.
Something like that, yeah. But if you want to come in, just let us know. We'll send you the details.
Well, I'm as mad as they come. I'll tell you that.
Just a special tag you have to wear in Steam.
Okay,
That's all.
guys, this isn't a Patriots forum. We're not talking about Tom Brady. Okay.
No, we're not talking. No. Definitely.
Oh, you're welcome for the heart attack. You're welcome. The Packers? All right, you're out of here. Get out.
Oh, Jack.
You just did it. You did it.
Oh, dear, Jack.
That's the heist we should do.
That was
We
low,
should-
wasn't it?
To Lambeau, and that's the heist. The heist is we break into Lambeau and take a shit on the 50-yard line. That's the whole heist. You gotta pull it off.
I reckon Jack will stealth that in under 10 minutes.
What's that?
I say Jack will stealth that one in under 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Soldier Field is awesome. I've been there a couple times. It's pretty cool. Ah.
All right. Any more last questions?
Last. I'm a real football fan.
Jack is apparently, yes, allegedly.
Yeah. I'm not involved with The Walking Dead. No.
Yeah, you never know. You may get a call to do a voice. Who knows?
It would be nice. It would be nice. Can I beatbox? Absolutely not. Why are you the best character in Payday 2? Um, I don't know. Because I don't know. Because it's my Ricky Bobby mentality life. If you're not first, you're last. I piss excellence. I don't. Please
I'm not
call.
buff. Fuck off. I'm not buff. Stop it.
Do you ever get envious of Almir's beard? Crazy Merkins, that's true. What do you think about Bugs Bunny? Um, I like Bugs Bunny. We'd love to hear a flow. Has your dentist ever asked you to heist for him? No, he has not. He's heisted money from my pocket, though. Plenty of it.
Yeah, they're trained to do that. Have you noticed that? How highly skilled they are at doing that?
Oh, man. Do you have insurance? Oh, you do?
Yeah.
It's in the chair. Yeah.
As he's writing the check for his new Porsche. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And does he look like Barack Obama? Say don't act dumb. Don't act dumb. Marcus. Half full or half empty? Well,
I think that
Well-
goes back to the beer one, doesn't it? A new one.
it depends on what's in the glass. If it's beer and you have to drink it, it's kind of half empty, isn't it? But if it's piss, that thing is most certainly half full. I've never had a bar fight. I did have a bar fight. I got into a bar fight one time, and the song that came on was Notorious B.I.G. Gosh, what was it? Yeah, it was this weird thing. I was young. And this girl that it was my first love. I was in love with her, and we'd broken up, and she was at this other bar, and I told my friends, let's go, I don't want to be here, we went to this other bar. We were in Southern Illinois, redneck land, and I was standing there, and this guy, she walks in, she followed us to that bar, and this guy that was kind of like, everybody said that he was like the baddest dude from this other town, and he had started eyeballing my ex, and I got really jealous, and I said, and I went over there, and I said, don't do that. I said, don't say a fucking word, and he got mad, and then he went over and put his arm around her, and he started saying stuff like, yeah, oh, is that your ex-boyfriend? He said, you're ugly, you look really pretty, and all this stuff, just trying to get at me. And I'm not a small guy. I'm 6'2", I weigh almost 200 pounds. But before I knew it, I had him up against this jukebox. And I blacked out from rage, and I had him up against this thing, and his eyes were real big. But all of a sudden I felt, boom, this just kid ran around and sucker punched me and popped me in the mouth. And I kind of flew back, and the one dude that I'd originally had up against the thing, he was now coming at me. But I picked him up and slammed him on the ground and ended up winning. It was a pretty messy ordeal, but that was my one bar fight.
And you lost.
No, I would say I won, considering I got punched by this whole other guy and never saw it coming. I mean, he literally just reached down to the like he was throwing a fucking fastball and just punched me right in the mouth. I never saw it coming. But I got a hold of that one dude and got him down and got after him pretty good. So I don't think I lost, but I don't really think there were any winners either.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, fighting's dumb, but I was a dumb kid, so.
And you always learn by your mistakes, without a doubt.
Did someone should ground and pound? There was a ground and pound. That's how you got to do it.
All right, well, I think we will call it there.
Yeah,
I
guys,
know.
go play the game. I'm
Um,
gonna tweet out a picture for you guys on Tuesday when I'm recording more lines.
look
Um,
forward to that.
and I'll try and get Simon's face in the picture on the Skype machine.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we'll do this again after the new lines come out. And we'll talk about how you guys like them or
That
whatever.
would be very, very interesting indeed.
Yeah.
100%. That'd be incredible. Okay. Well, I'd like to say on behalf of everybody that's in the TeamSpeak that have been listening to you, and sadly you can't hear, a massive thank you for taking part. It was kind of muddled up because we was going to do it last week and it was this week and we weren't sure about time zones and it was yeah. Then we found out you had a Mac and then we all sort of lost hope. But no, it's worked brilliantly. And I appreciate you taking the time out of your own sort of daily life to come and join us. It's been
Hey,
incredible fun.
well, I thank you guys for being awesome fans of the game.
It couldn't be anything else, to be perfectly honest. It's a brilliant game. It's got some great characters like yourself, and hopefully it will carry on getting better and better. And as I say, maybe we'll even hear your voice in another game soon. Who knows? Fingers crossed.
Hopefully, we can make more Payday stuff.
Oh
Keep
yeah,
that going.
definitely.
Uh,
And Payday the movie, definitely. We want to see Payday the movie.
yeah,
We need to be pushing that out there because that, for me personally, I think that would be an ultimate goal. Not only just for the people taking part, but for the actual developer themselves to get it
it,
into a movie would be mind blowing.
I'm sure it will happen. It will happen sooner or later.
Please God, they keep the same characters and actors they're using, obviously, within the game
That,
because
that's a long shot, but
yeah.
we'll see. All
All
right,
right.
guys.
Thank you
Well,
very much for taking part, Derek. Really
thanks for
appreciate it.
having me. Thanks for having me.
And I will
Bye,
speak to you
guys.
off Skype in a few hours or something.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Um,
Anytime, man. Hit me up.
I will do that. You take care, man. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you so much for taking part.
You too. All right, guys.